It always rains in Burgaw and Castle Hayne, I believe. With that, KO4SAS, Steve, how's your share? Nope, actually, Steve, you're in Hampstead, right? How you been doing today?
KK4WCW, good evening, Stan, and thanks for running the net. Not really a whole heck of a lot. I'm in the process of trying to get a new weather station up and running for the Skywarn, and got into Echolink a little bit, not very far, but otherwise just trying to hibernate and stay out of the heat. So anyway, that's about all I've got, so I'll kick it back to you at KK4WCW, KO4SAS.
All right, thanks very much. KN4QZV, John, how was your weekend and day today, man? I'm also up in Hampstead.
KK4WCW, this is KM4QZV. Having a good day. We got Bible school started and enjoying that very much, and trying to keep all those kids hydrated. And we have a space theme this year, and you may recall we had to build a spaceship as part of our props, and it's staying together, and so we're delighted about that, and the kids are enjoying all that, and lots of posters and all that go with the space theme, and learning about Jesus, so can't do any better than that. KM4QZV, back to you, Stan.
All right, John, I tell you what, man, you always seem to stay busy with church and with ham radio and a variety of other things. I appreciate all you do in the community. KA4, speaking of doing things in the community and especially being always such a big help in amateur radio, KA4SQN up in Jacksonville. How you doing this evening, Randy?
KK4WCW in the group. This is KA4SQN up here in Jacksonville, and well, we're just trying to stay cool, man. I tell you what, it has been hot, and of course that breeds some bad storms. We had a storm come through here last night, dropped over 6/10 of an inch of rain in just a few hours there. So anyway, work, we started another week today, and of course our projects are continuing. We're still cleaning out the pool, trying to clean out the garage. Our pool's got a little bit of algae issue, so I was doing some research on how to get algae out of a pool, and they said put a piece of copper pipe into the skimmer basket, and the copper pipe will help get rid of the algae. It seems to be working too. I was actually surprised at that. So must be something to do with the chemical in the copper, and mixing with the chlorine kills the algae. Anyway, got home from work and cooked some ham steaks on the grill, and enjoyed that. And other than that, don't have much, Stan. The repeater's just a little bit weak. Both of the repeaters are just a little bit weak to me tonight in Jacksonville, so must be some band conditions there. But go ahead and check me out. I'll probably be listening to the end of the net, but go ahead and this will be my 73, so we'll go ahead and check out, and you take care. Great job running the net tonight, Stan. KK4WCW, KA4SQN, back to net.
All right, Randy, thanks very much, man, and appreciate all you do. Yeah, you came in booming, though, so it may be light coming to you, but we copy you Lima Charlie. And, yeah, try to stay cool at beginning the new work week. I imagine you can find a J-pole to sit in that basket for the cleaning and clean things up if you needed to. That way you can sit out there with the Baofeng and talk in the pool. All right, talking about Castle Hayne in the rain earlier, I was jumping the gun. WA4YVF, George, how you been doing today?
Very good, Stan. KK4WCW. This is WA8YVF. Well, very good, and my announcement is the next meeting of Hampstead Hams will be held on August the 12th at the Surf City Municipal Building, so 9 o'clock, so be there or be square, and getting the agenda put together as we speak, so doing a little multitasking here as the net goes on. So other than that, ran a 12-volt line out to the tower for a relay system that I purchased to ground my antennas, and hopefully we'll get, I got it stapled to the ground, I got about 3 foot from the tower and ran out of staples. So I got to run down to Home Depot and get some more garden staples, and we'll get this. There's nothing more than a lamp cord, and I ended up picking up 100 feet of lamp cord at the Ham Fest. Maybe it was M-Cation down in Orlando. Picked it up. Guy had it on a table for $15. I'll take that. So anyway, that's out there, and I just got to get everything else hooked up. So that's it on this end. Back to you, Stan. KK4WCW W8YVF.
Thanks very much, George, and that's the thing. Find and use what you got. I was going to say, if you in a real pinch for lawn staples, you go cut you some of the wire coat hangers if you got any of those left, and you can get at least 2 out of each one of them, sometimes 3, depending on how you cut it. All right, KD4RAA, Danny in Hempstead. How about you today? Did you have a pretty good day?
Appreciate you, Stan. KK4WCW, KD4RAA. Great day here. I just stuck the ICOM 756 Pro, which I have not turned on in a year or so. And I remember in Raleigh, the display was getting kind of dim, but when I fired this thing up today, it seemed to come back to life, and has a nice pretty display, so I'm enjoying listening to the audio on that 756 Pro. In terms of weather, I have taken the plunge and bought the weather flow weather station. After 2 years of 2 different Accurite weather stations that have failed, I bit the bullet and went ahead and bought the weather flow, which is a little more expensive than I wanted to spend, but I have really enjoyed the interface and these recent storms. All my children in Surf City have been logging into the station to see the lightning strikes and the rainfall, so I have been really appreciating that system and their help in installing it here in the backyard. So that's my 2 cents worth, Stan. Back to that, KD4RAA.
All right, Danny, I'm going to have to look that up, man, because I tell you what, I'd be interested. I've thought about getting one here. We've got a couple in the neighborhood we pull from, but we really got our share of rain here, which we needed it, but the grass is growing like crazy. All right, Rich, W4, GKR. Good to hear your voice again.
KK4WCW, W4GKR. Hey, I'm lucky. I guess still on the green side taking nourishment, but sure as heck hasn't been a very good few months. And to start out today, Ina couldn't get out of bed. She's a pretty sick kid, so she just stuck her note in and said she's feeling good. We called 3 times. This is typical now, I guess, of the doctors. We called 3 times, didn't return our time. So I had to actually run into town, personally go to the office to get an appointment tomorrow, and I'm hoping she's better. I don't know. If not, I'm going to have to get some help, try to get her in the car. And out of town, I lost another really good friend, neighbor, and so we had 3 days down and 3 days back down to Texas. That's the first time I attended a 21-gun salute at the National Cemetery there in Houston. So that took a little while. And then, of course, Wednesday with that lightning show we had is zapped the control board on the air conditioner. And I guess from what I understand, he was telling me it's just like with cars and everything else, it uses ICs and circuit boards, all made in communist red China. So he's not giving me any promise as to when he can get the heat pump running again. So I got to just try and find the guy that keeps throwing that brown stuff in the fan, because it just keeps falling everywhere. I did the other day, well, it's been a couple of weeks ago, I did run a test on my 80 and my 160. Neither one are working, so that's another issue this fall that I got to try and figure out if they can be repaired and get back on the air for the winter season. So things are not too swift on this end of the swamp, and I'm going to shoot the first gator I see, I'll tell you. Appreciate it. Hearing you guys on. It's been a while. KK4WCW, W4GKR listener.
I'll tell you what, Rich, sounds like you've had a tough run, and thinking of you and your wife, hope you get her into the doctor, and it sounds like it's been a rough run for you, and sorry to hear that. You seem to attract that lightning, man, and it definitely is a good smoke liberator on whatever electronics you've got out there. Is there anyone else who wishes to check in to the Hampstead Hams Rag Net at this time? Call KK4 WCW.
KK4WCW. And 4NCH, Noah Surf City Portable.
All right, Noah, good deal, man. Go ahead and give us a rag chew.
Yeah, just did the work thing today, banging my head against the keyboard, trying to get radios programmed that I've been trying to get done for quite some time now. Finally made some progress, finally some not progress too. And just sitting here finishing up dinner and remembering how if I key up on high power on a portable in the kitchen, it trips all the GFIs, which it just did. So I'm going to reset those, finish dinner up, and we'll catch you for the 7.3N4NCH.
All right, Noah, enjoy that, and that's kind of interesting that it does that. I had, if I'd key up on high power on the mobile in the house in Rocky Point, I would set off the burglar alarm, which was an interesting thing. Even if it wasn't on, it'd go into full alarm mode. And about 5 months ago, we had a cat adopt us, and Emma is here, and she's now a shack cat. She loves when we're on the radio to get up here and share a smile with us up here, and so she says, Mike Echo Oscar Whiskey to everybody out there. Been a busy day for me at work, wide open, doing a little bit of training, and then this afternoon we've got a stormwater pond, and speaking of what Rich talked about, we had an alligator show up, so had to get a warning to everybody to, they like to take their breaks and go gaze into the pond and walk around it. Had to reel that back in before someone became gator bait. One more tried because right now Noah's our tail gunner. Anyone else wishing to check in to the Hampstead Hams Rag Net, please call KK4 WCW. All right, if none, I'm going to start back up at the top of the list for the 73 round. And I think this makes 14 there, W4NCH, copy 14, and or 13, excuse me, 13, and give us your 73.
W4NCH, yep, 13 with the addition of Noah there. No alligators in Rocky Point, fortunately. Cat isn't quite a shack cat, but he's laying on his couch indentation, observing me in the shack that's not really a full shack, but the study. But yeah, that's about all I've got. Nothing of interest going on. So I will hand it back over to net control at W4NCH.
All right, thanks so much, Corey. KO4 SAT, David, how about your 73 round, man?
Well, you might not have changed decades like I did, but happy birthday goes to you too. And everybody have a good week.